An outreach youth project in Highfields has been hitting the roads in and around the city in a very unique way. The Mobile Van Project is part of an initiative between two charities working together to prevent youth and knife crime. The two charities involved are Creative Futures Midlands and Outspoken. They're both based here in the city, and they've come together in just 1 week to make a difference. Liam Hadji-Petru is from Creative Futures Midlands Creative and joins us now. A very good morning to you.
Good morning. Lovely sunny morning.
Yes, absolutely. And it's nice to hear how you're trying to make a difference, because this is not great news to hear, is it, for our city? We don't really want to be discussing knife crime, but here we are again having to do so. So well done on what you're trying to do. Just explain what it is, Liam, firstly.
Well, what we're doing is we're going to take a mobile youth club onto the streets of Highfield. So the biggest problem is actually getting the young people to the clubs that are still left open.
Why is that?
And, well, because it's not cool to come to the club. Some people don't have any transport. You know, they don't want to be seen to be, a bit wimpy. And then some of these, really, the kids that don't, really have a stable home life, some of their parents don't really mind where they are, what they're doing. So they're sort of like bored teenagers. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'd hate to be a young teenager now. So what we're doing is we're going to be doing some music sessions and some pop-up art sessions, and we're going to approach the young people where they feel most comfortable. And we're going to do this with basically representation of Leicester's society. So we're going to have Roxana, we're going to have Cheryl, we're going to have a young gay man, we're going to have a posh idiot, we're going to have a working class person, we're going to have all these things. So just a quick question, who do you think this posh person's going to be?
You tease.
Well, you see, we have to mix in these times laughter and seriousness, and I find a bit of humour goes a long way.
Absolutely. Can I sorry, Liam, ever since you've said this, it's been whirling around in my mind.
Yeah.
You said I'd hate to be a teenager right now.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many people listening, grown-up people listening to this show, feel the same way. Like, if you could go back to being a teenager right now, would you? And if your answer to that is no, that's quite sad.
Absolutely not. When I was a teenager in Victorian times, we had some freedom, and we weren't locked in this ethereal world of the internet, and everything is about image. And we've lost the art of communication. So my impetus for this is actually to get people face to face, talking, laughing, telling their stories, and then finding the similarities, actively looking for the similarities, as opposed to always pointing out our differences.
I think it's great what you're trying to do, and you're definitely the right character for it. I can hear it, Liam. We've not met before, but now I love what you're trying to do. One thing you also said, though, was that it's trying to get the kids to come along to it, and even some of their parents may not be bothered where they are. How do you grapple that? How do you tackle it, Liam?
Well, because we are embedded, Roxana, Cheryl, and a few other people in the training program we just did. They are embedded and respected within their communities. That's why they are on all these boards. That's why they are to represent their communities. And when they say something, they have their community's best interests at heart. So they are listened to by their community. So if Cheryl, who's been doing this work for 25 years, goes up to her community and says, guys, I want 7 drummers, I want a jerk chicken person, I want this, 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 and this, her community runs to assist her. And that is where the difference between the statutory bodies are and where we are, is we are embedded in our communities because we are those communities. We're not coming in from the outside going, So that is the difference. So this is why our collaboration is working so successfully in such a short space of time. It's because we trust each other. We trust our motives are honourable. We have a variety of networks, resources, different people we know, and we're drawing on all of those resources because our main focus is to try and get people to communicate again, because that is the only way we're going to eradicate all these ridiculous things.
Well, it's a good job we've got people like you, Liam, and everyone that you've mentioned there trying their best to make a difference. We'll see how you get on. When does all this start, Liam?
Well, we could have started it on Tuesday.
Right, okay.
We had a consultation on Saturday. We decided what we were going to do on the Sunday, and I had the resources ready on the Monday.
Good man. See, look, this is the thing. News happens and people get together to do stuff straight away and instantly. It's great to hear about it, Liam. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. 20 minutes past 8.